What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show. And today I want to share with you a really crazy story that's in the news right now. Definitely prison related, or at least somebody is definitely going to prison and potentially for the rest of their lives as well. Now, before we get into this story, I want to say that, in relation to people getting locked up and talking about why or what led up to what they did or an alibi, I've definitely heard some very crazy reasons and also excuses. And thinking about it, I'm quite sure I've had a few myself as well. But in this particular story that we're getting ready to talk about, the excuse that the party in question uses in relation to what happened and what they did, I have never before heard anything like this. And I don't even really know what to make of the excuse this person would use. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. So before we go any further, what do you say we go ahead and we do? That was pretty bad right there. Head first into this video. I don't know if I was trying to imitate hitting the blunt or hitting the stem. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Folks, the title of this story says, a Florida woman, probably ain't even got to go no further than that. You already know this is going to be crazy. A Florida woman is accused of zipping her boyfriend into a suitcase and leaving him there to die. Let's go ahead and meet 42-year-old woman Sarah Boone. This chick right here being arrested and charged with second-degree murder on Tuesday in the death of her boyfriend, George Torres Jr. The Winter Park, Florida woman called police Monday afternoon after finding her boyfriend dead in a zipped-up suitcase. Folks, how in the hell did this man get up inside of this suitcase? Did she force him to get up in there? She said that she had zipped him up in the suitcase during a game of hide and seek and then went to bed without realizing he was still in the luggage. It's saying that she zipped him up in the suitcase during a game of hide and seek. Why, if you were playing that game, would you be helping the other person to hide? That makes no sense. Also, making no sense is the fact that what are some 42-year-old grown people doing playing hide and go seek? When they say hide and go seek, I think they really mean take a blast and a peep through the blinds, because the police, they know what you're doing. You know how the paranoia comes into play whenever you're doing the real bad drugs? This woman's excuse, folks, was that they were playing a game of hide and go seek. She zipped him in the suitcase and then she forgot about him and went to sleep. How do you sleep at night knowing that your boyfriend is still tangled up in that luggage? But police later saw a video on her phone showing her taunting him for cheating on her as he struggled to get out of the suitcase. Folks, what we are learning about right here is the 2020 version of Jodi Arias. And in place of knives being used, this chick used some carry-on and some zippers. And damn, police found videos on her phone and she was taunting this dude. This chick is batshit crazy, if you ask me. How the hell did she convince this guy to get up into the luggage? Because now the real truth comes out. Forget the whole take a blast and play peekaboo through the blinds, the hide and go seek that she had said that they were playing. These folks were in a heated argument where she had either caught him cheating, he admitted to doing so, and somehow she convinced this man to get up inside of this luggage. Maybe he said to her, look, baby, I love you. I am so sorry that you caught me. You're crazy. You're crazy for one, but I will do anything to stay with your crazy ass. Get in the luggage. You want me to get up inside of the suitcase? I have no idea how she convinced this guy to get up into the luggage. I don't even know how this guy fit in the luggage. How tall was he? How big was he? How big was the carry-on? And then how are you going to go to sleep and forget about this dude? Wake up the next morning and he's gone. A Florida woman was arrested on Tuesday after her boyfriend was found dead in a zipped-up suitcase. When I first ran across this story, I literally thought that this was just some made-up internet BS story. But folks, this story has actually been reported by a number of different media sources. It's safe to say that this is true. Unbelievable, but it's true. Sarah Boone, 42 years old, claimed that George Torres Jr.'s death was the result of a hide-and-go-seek game gone wrong, but police decided to arrest her after seeing two troubling videos on her phone showing Boone taunting Torres as he struggled to get out of the luggage. Can you imagine if you were claustrophobic? I mean, this sounds like a very disturbing way to go. According to the arrest affidavit, Boone said she and her boyfriend spent Sunday afternoon sharing a bottle of Chardonnay, they mean the crack pipe, while painting and doing puzzles. That actually sounds pretty romantic. But you know, there's a lot of holes in this story, a lot of pieces that we need to put together, sort of like the puzzle that she says her and her boyfriend were putting together. And one of which is, who in their right mind in 2020 is painting and doing puzzles? Ain't y'all got no Netflix? Later in the evening, they started playing hide and go seek. I truly believe they ran out of drugs. They were picking up crumbs from the ground. Maybe I'm wrong. At which point they thought it would be funny for Boone to zip Torres into a blue suitcase. These people were seriously bored, if any of this is true. Boone initially told police that she left the zipper slightly unzipped and that 2 of Torres's fingers could be seen through. She says she wandered off and went to bed, figuring that Torres had gotten out of the suitcase by himself and followed her to bed later. Telling y'all, like I said at the beginning of this video, I have heard a lot of excuses, a lot of BS alibis and reasons and justifications for the whys and, you know, for the what you did. But I have never heard anybody ever use playing a game of hide and go seek, drinking a bottle of Chardonnay, doing puzzles, and painting, and then thinking you're going to play some Houdini type stuff and see if your mans can get up out of the suitcase. It was a worthy effort though. I got to give it to her. I mean, she must have came up with this on the fly, because that's what it sure sounds like, along with some BS as well. The next morning she told police she woke up to several calls but ignored them, thinking they were from her ex-husband. What? When did he come into the picture? Well, he just did, according to this story. She finally woke up around 11 a.m. and figured Torres was just downstairs job hunting. You know, before getting to the last line of what they just reported right there, saying that she figured this guy was down there job hunting, who the hell's waking up at 11 a.m.? I don't care if it's a Saturday or Sunday. You know, I'm up at like 4 or 5 o'clock every single day. I really need a nap. She woke up at 11 a.m. thinking he was downstairs job hunting. Y'all didn't have no job. No wonder y'all was bored. She went downstairs and she couldn't find him, and then she realized he still might be in the suitcase, which turned out to be true. By the time she opened the suitcase, Torres was unresponsive and not breathing. She didn't call authorities immediately, and instead she called her ex to come over first. Again, mention of the ex-husband. I'm wondering if this ex-husband plays into this story any more than we actually know. Her ex-husband came over and told her to call 911. He said, look, I'm not taking that suitcase to the landfill. You on your own. What? See, that's why I left your ass, because you crazy. Torres was pronounced dead by paramedics shortly after 1 p.m. The affidavit noted that there were long fingernail scratches on Torres' upper back and neck, damn, a busted lip, and there were bruises on his shoulder, skull, and forehead consistent with blunt force trauma. Oh, man. Not only did she lock this dude up in the suitcase, she probably beat him up inside of it as well. She deserves everything she's about to get, and if she gets life, that might not even be enough. This was a heinous crime. This is the type of story that belongs on Law & Order SVU. Boone gave police consent to look through her phone. I don't know why she would do that if there were these 2 videos on it showing Torres struggling to get out of the suitcase, according to the affidavit. In the first video, Torres is heard yelling Boone's name and trying to get out of the suitcase while she laughs. Yo, you dead to rights. You are going to go up into that courtroom and you can't do nothing but plead guilty. Yeah, that's what you do when you choke me. You should probably shut the F up. This is what this woman was saying in this video. That's on you. Oh, and that's what it feels like when you cheat on me. Feels like you're trapped in a suitcase struggling for your life? I can't effing breathe. Seriously. The man would be heard saying in the video. Second video shows Torres crying out and struggling to get out of the suitcase from a different position. During the second interview with investigators, Boone was confronted with the video and couldn't even get halfway through watching one of them, according to the affidavit. I don't think it was because the videos were so upsetting to her that she couldn't get through the first video. I think it's because she realized right then and there that's all the evidence they need. Ain't nobody was ever going to be believing your game of hide and go seek, painting and doing puzzle story. But now they got the video proof. The woman would go on to say that she doesn't remember recording the videos and admitted that they looked bad. Okay, look, I know how bad this looks, but I'm trying to tell you, we was playing hide and go seek. We don't have a Netflix subscription. Boone said she couldn't say why she went to bed without freeing him from the bag because she is a psychopath is probably why. She then contradicted her original statement that she wasn't intoxicated and began to blame it on the alcohol. Isn't that a song? Blame it on the alcohol? The alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. I don't remember how the song goes, so I'm just trying to make my own song. Probably not very good. Boone is currently being held without bond at the Orange County Jail. If convicted, she faces the possibility of spending the rest of her life in prison. You know, she probably deserves more than that. But if life is the worst that she can get, she might not even get that. She might get like 40, 50 years. She probably will get life, though. She deserves it. I think she does. What do you guys think? You know, it was a cockamamie story that she used as to what led up to these tragic events. In the video, she talks about getting choked and cheated on. So there could be some sort of spousal abuse defense to this. But, you know, regardless of that, she says she was drunk and doesn't remember doing any of this. Well, obviously, you don't need to be drinking at all. Think about when she gets to prison and gets her hands on some of the prison wine. I wouldn't want to be around her during that. Folks, this is one of the craziest stories that I've ran across as of late. And again, I really want to know what you guys think about this. Like, what do you think about this woman's excuse? What do you think in relation to how much time she's gonna get, should get, deserves? She could plead insane. And also, you know, how do you think prison's gonna be for this woman? Because I hate the way that this is gonna sound, and it might be a little pun-ish. I don't know if that's a word. But it sure seems like she knows a thing or two about stuffing things up inside of a suitcase. And in prison, there is such a thing as your prison suitcase. Folks, let me know what you guys think about this video, and please leave a like and a comment letting me know what you think about this video. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world, never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace! Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm looking like a contractor right now. So now that I'm done filming this video, I'm off to go build this house. Y'all wish me luck.